Patrick Rose and TJ Winfrey in here. Thanks a lot for coming in this morning, guys. Really appreciate that.
Thanks for having us.
All right, tell us a little bit about what's going on with the program. We just watched Lauren's story there, and we're talking about expanding these programs pretty much not only here, but also all over the country.
Yeah, so the program, we're a national program that started in 2021, just really with the goal to grow the game in black communities. Obviously knowing that soccer just in and of itself has really been mostly a suburban sport, and there hasn't been a lot of black participation over the last kind of just even, I guess, as the game has grown in America. So really talking about how we can provide access and more representation of black youth, black coaches, and just the whole ecosystem just to really diversify the sport.
Yeah, so TJ, talk about the actual Black Star program a little bit and tell us what that is doing to help grow the sport.
Yeah, so Black Star started in 2021, as Patrick mentioned, and what it does is create pathways, right? Pathways to the sport for kids, youth, families who typically haven't had that access in the past. And so at Detroit City FC, we're just here to kind of support, right, and host the weekend. We were the first city and first soccer team to actually host a Black Star program, and so we're excited about it. This is the third edition of it, and look forward to today. So, yeah.
And talk to us a little bit about some of the barriers in the past, those barriers that you're pretty much trying to remove now to kind of create these inroads so that kids can play.
Yeah, I would say on the barriers, really one of the main things is just the economic barriers. Like the game of soccer to play, at least at the higher levels, is anywhere between $3,000 and $10,000 if you're talking about club soccer. So to ask families who may not have those resources to really invest that, it's a lot. So I think cost is one thing, but also even just the accessibility of the programming, like putting quality programs in the communities. A lot of these programs are based in the suburbs, so how can we bring it to the kids in Detroit and other cities just to really provide that accessibility?
You know, you mentioned cost. I find that interesting because, I mean, some of the best soccer players in the world come from some of the poorest countries. And soccer, traditionally one of the cheapest sports to play. I mean, really, you just need a ball, right?
Exactly.
And so is it more of a, North American thing that we make things so expensive in this country?
It's most definitely a U.S. thing. I think the game has become just a lot of commercialization of the game in terms of just people wanting to, I guess, make money from it versus just making it about the community. So in other countries, although the game does cost, there's more investment from the government, from corporations. But here, it's really something that has become more of a kind of a corporate entity where people just see it as a way to kind of make money for themselves. So I think if we give the game to the kids, like that will be the best thing that we need to do in order to see the growth.
All right. Well, thank you both so much for coming in. We appreciate it, and good luck this weekend.
Thank you so much.
Very much.